Hello. Thanks for agreeing to set up this interview. As you know, we only have a short amount of time, so let's go ahead and get started right away. Now, I know that you've been involved in some work on community issues. Can you tell me what attracted you to the community issue that you chose at the beginning of the semester?
The reason why I was attracted to GMO awareness is because I come from a small community which is agricultural based, and we rely very heavily on the sale of GMOs.
Okay, thank you. Now, your materials also said that you were involved in a community issue team project that focused on a call to action. Can you share with me what call to action your team put forward and why you chose that call to action?
Our call to action was pretty simple. We simply called you to not be afraid of GMOs. When you see in the grocery store that a product contains GMOs, that's okay.
I see. Now, if I were to ask the other members of your team what they think your biggest strength is, what do you think they would say, and why do you think they would say it?
My dad works for the Minnesota Department of Agriculture, so I think they'd say my biggest strength is the knowledge of GMOs that I already had from my father.
Okay, great. What for you was the most challenging thing about working with your team?
The most challenging part was working with 4 people. With that many people, it was hard to get our entire group together at one time.
Thank you. Okay, last question. In 30 seconds or so, tell me what your biggest takeaway was from Com 110 this semester. What will stick with you and be useful to you?
My biggest takeaway, I would say, is increased confidence in my speaking skills. Before, I was very timid and not really sure of myself. This class has definitely taught me skills that I can now use to become very confident in myself when it comes to speaking in front of a large audience.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. We'll probably be in touch with you in the next few weeks or so. Take care.